Are you the kind of person who begins to feel suspicious or anxious when things are going really well for you? I'm Taryn DeVere, and my life's purpose is to bring and share joy. If you get anxious when life is going really well for you and things are going brilliant, then this could be because you have a block to joy. About 2 years ago, I started a 365 Days of Joy project, and I was invited on to national radio to discuss the project. And I was really surprised by the comments from people calling in as a result of my interview. There were so many people who felt that the idea of experiencing joy on a daily basis was impossible. Now, this really blew my mind because I experience joy on a daily basis, even when things are really difficult and when life is hard and I've got a lot going on. I will carve out some time in my life for joy, even if it's just a couple of minutes. And that's because I prioritize joy. I prioritize feeling good in my life. The people that were calling in, they seemed to think that joy was something that you were only allowed to experience at, say, peak moments in your life, you know, when you were getting married or when a baby was born or something like that. And they just didn't seem to have any concept of the possibility that you can experience joy in your day-to-day life. And I found that very sad. But it's also really interesting from a kind of societal and cultural perspective. It tells me that joy isn't seen universally as a good thing. And due to religious and cultural kind of connotations around joy, it can actually be seen as denoting some kind of imbalance even. Like if you're too joyful, you're too happy. For a few hundred years there, if you were female presenting and experiencing extreme delight and displaying and expressing your extreme delight, you ran the risk of being declared hysterical and locked up in an asylum, possibly for the rest of your life. There's these ideas of stoicism and puritanism that exist in our culture today and are upheld as things that are more important and more valuable than the emotion and the feeling and the expression of joy. American satirist Henry Louis Mencken said that Puritanism was the haunting fear that someone somewhere may be happy. And this cultural suspicion of happy people has remained. There is this idea that happiness is something that should really be kept to yourself because it's unseemly to share it or express it. There's sayings like not getting ahead of yourself, not losing the run of yourself, or there's sayings in Ireland like that anyway. I'm sure there's similar sayings in other cultures. And this leads people to the fear and suspicion that when things are going well, there must be something bad lurking around the corner. These are all important things to think about when you're considering your own relationship with joy and what blocks you might have. The whole wider cultural, societal and religious aspects to how we think about and interact with the idea of joy in our day-to-day lives. Even when we're able to know what we want and we're able to articulate what will bring us joy, our unexamined blocks can mean that even when the thing literally comes knocking at our door, we say no because we are unable to accept the joy on offer. A few years ago, I had a friend who had been doing up her bathroom, and she didn't have any money to buy new towels, but she really wanted new towels for her bathroom, and she wanted them in a particular colour. So she decided that she was going to try and manifest these towels. She was a really good manifester. She was able to create a lot of amazing things in her life. And so she set out to manifest these towels. And about 2 weeks later, she was visiting her mother-in-law's house. And her mother-in-law had just redone her bathroom. And she offered her a set of brand new towels, never used, in the exact colour that my friend was after. And she said, would you like these? They don't match my new bathroom colours, so I'm going to give them to charity. And my friend said no. And it's a really powerful story that reminds me of how our unexamined blocks can stop us from receiving joy even when it is handed to us on a silver platter. Even when it's what we've told the universe that we want. When I asked my friend why she had refused the towels that she clearly wanted, she said that she didn't want to be seen as a charity case. So her misplaced sense of pride was being placed at a higher value than her desire to experience joy and to receive the good things that were being offered to her. If you want a better life, but you have unconscious or unexamined blocks around accepting, recognizing and accepting good things into your life, then you, one, might not even see the good thing when it arrives, or two, you might find yourself rejecting it and saying no even when it's offered to you. And this is why it's really important to look at what our blocks are and bring them out into the light and examine them and figure out if they're working for us and if we still want to hang on to them or not. Take some time to figure out what blocks you might have a look back over your own life, and give yourself permission to experience joy. Say it out loud, write it down, whatever you need to do. Say to yourself, set an intention that you deserve to experience joy. It is okay for you to experience joy. A statement as simple as, I deserve to feel good every day, can be so powerful if you use it regularly. I deserve to feel good every day. It might feel really uncomfortable for the first while, the first few days, the first few weeks that you start saying it. But once you move into that place and you find an ease with it and you start to live it, you will see it will start to reap benefits. It's just opening a little crack to be able to let more joy into your life. Save this video and follow me for more tips on joy.